Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to X Factor. I'm your host, Josh Tyler. And we have a huge card on live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. XCW is live from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And our match card tonight is a very extensive one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's break down the nitty and gritty before we go to ringside. Our opening match, the women's champion Willow Knight going to take on LJ Murphy. As you know, at Blurring the Borderlines, Willow Knight will take on Brittany Taylor. Andre Prince going to take on the British Commonwealth champion tonight, Dylan James. Michael Miner and Michael Blaze will determine who goes forward in the Pure Champion tournament. Tiffany Taylor going to take a crack at Charlotte. She feels that she was robbed the other night at the pay-per-view, and she's going to have a chance for a little retribution against Charlotte for the Women's Canadian Championship. Tyler Ace and Adam Malcolm will join Michael Blaze and Michael Miner in the Pure title tournament. They're going to face off and see who advances in that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the final will be at Blurring the Borderlines. Tonight, our main event, ladies and gentlemen, a first ever in XCW history, a sanatorium match. We have Alan Brooks, Mike James, and Ian King all vying to see who's going to face Wade Barton at Blurring the Borderlines for that coveted briefcase that contains the golden ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to ringside. I am your host, Josh Tyler. Come on down and watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the XCW Women's Champion, Willow Knight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
And Willow Knight, ladies and gentlemen, has a date with Destiny. She's going to take on Brittany Taylor at Blurring the Borderlines in an Asylum match. I think it's the first time ever two women have been in the Asylum. And the purpose of that match is to beat your opponent so badly that you knock them out. So, ladies and gentlemen, it'll come down to one of those. And if Brittany Taylor loses, she cannot challenge again for the championship for as long as Willow Knight carries it. So she'll have to wait until the champion changes hands. Willow Knight holding up that championship. The title she's very proud of. And here comes LJ Murphy. LJ Murphy, rather newcomer here in XCW. It's a bizarre one, this one. Off goes the pyro of LJ Murphy. And it's been a wild week here in XCW, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of back and forth in the chatter between Alan Brooks, who has this guarantee at a championship one way or the other. Either he wins the briefcase, or if he doesn't, ladies and gentlemen, if he doesn't qualify next week, he will be in a number one contenders match for the XCW championship to face Larry Walker for the title at Blurring the Borderlines. I mean, talk about it unfolding here in XCW. The pandemonium, collar and elbow tie-up. LJ Murphy comes out of the corner. A little wrong there. She comes out striking. And now a knee to the head as this match continues. Collar and elbow. Finally, they get it going. Oh, huge clothesline by Murphy, taking it to the champion. And the champion has not lost since she debuted here in XCW. We'll see tonight if that holds to be true. It's in itself. Oh, a headbutt by Willow Knight as this match continues. And she's stomping away at the vulnerable parts of her body. Knees, feet, arms. And now finally at the chest. Again, she goes straight to the arms. She's continuing this pattern. And this is why she's champion, ladies and gentlemen. She is vicious in the ring. Absolutely vicious. I was watching her at the Performance Center, ladies and gentlemen, and she is unrelenting. Drop down off the ropes, catches her. And LJ Murphy with a little stomp there, driving her down to the mat. And now looking for a cat, caught her with a modified neck breaker. Cover here, hooks the leg. This could be, no, kicked out at 1. And this match continues, ladies and gentlemen. The champion Willow Knight continues. Irish whip to the ropes, catching her. Huge DDT. And Willow Knight now dragging her to the turnbuckle. Willow Knight trying to slow the pace down. Gets a scoop slam there. And Willow Knight able to get up off the ropes with a double stomp. And that could be it, ladies and gentlemen. The cover here, hooks the legs. No, she gets a 1. Willow Knight continuing the assault. LJ Murphy really stunned there. That took her down. And Willow Knight is going for a knife-edge chop. And LJ Murphy managed to evade it. And then off the ropes, she likes to use her legs. And now LJ Murphy with some clubbing. Cover here, LJ Murphy gets a 2. And a lot of people have done that, but nobody has been able to get the... LJ Murphy in trouble here as Willow Knight continues the assault. What a suplex. And stomping away as this match continues. Oh, a kick to the head. And Willow Knight, she's in full control in this matchup. LJ Murphy looks to be totally out of it. Irish whip off the ropes. She ducks down. Catches her with a huge clothesline. And now stomping her into the ground. Collar and elbow tie-up. Setting her up, ladies and gentlemen. And a backbreaker. And now Willow Knight looking to fly. This could be the end of all. Hits a huge stomp. Gesturing to the crowd. And Willow Knight doing something she doesn't really do often, and that's taking the time to associate with a crowd. That could cost you the match if you're not careful. Irish whip. And a drop down. Oh, she catches her with that huge kick. And I think LJ Murphy's in trouble. Willow Knight looking to set up. Off the ropes. No, she hits her with a huge DDT. 1, 2, 3. And again, Willow Knight victorious. And the streak continues.
Here is your winner.
And we're going to go on, ladies and gentlemen, to our next match. Dylan James will take on Andre Prince.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey. Weighing in at 228 pounds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Andre Prince.
Andre Prince going to make his way to the ring. And this man's done really well so far. 2 matches, 2 wins. And tonight he's going to take on the British Commonwealth champion, Dylan James. The title is not on the line. We still don't know one way or the other, ladies and gentlemen, if Dylan James is going to defend the British Commonwealth Championship at Blurring the Borderlines. We're being told, ladies and gentlemen, backstage that chances are good that the title will be defended, since this will be in England.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 204 pounds, the FCW European Continental Champion, DJ.
There we go, referee calling for the bell. Chrissy Edwards. And Andre Prince goes straight to Dylan James. Hits him with a snake eyes and now stomping away at the British Commonwealth champion. Collar and elbow tie-up, snapmare takedown, and a kick to the back. Prince has this explosive offense. Just unrelenting at the moment on Dylan James. Ooh. Now going up top, where angels fear to tread. Andre Prince looking to fly. Nobody home. Collar and elbow tie up. And Dylan James now trying to take control. Kicks him out. Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup, Michael Blaze, against Michael Miner. The winner will go to the final and challenge for the Pure Championship. The Pure Championship vacated after Damian Cross left XCW. And here we go, top rope, Andre Prince looking to fly here. Dylan James is in trouble. Off the ropes, hits him with a double axe handle. And the cover here, hooks the legs. Is it enough to... No, not even a one. And Chrissy Edwards, XCW's primary referee. Huge right hand by Dylan James as his match continues. Dylan James now going off the ropes, cross body. And these two have very similar styles. Kick to the midsection by Dylan James and hits him with a stomp. Goes for the cover here. Only a one. The frustration. Our main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge first for XCW, a sanatorium match. Because Pain for Pleasure was just not big enough. Huge. Nor was the Asylum. Alan Brooks will take on Mike James and Ian King in a triple threat match. And the objective is to knock out your opponent to win. It's one fall to the finish, so this is going to be a very interesting matchup. The cover here by the champion, and he only gets a one. Of course, we have a title on the line tonight, the XCW Women's Canadian Championship. Off the ropes now, Dylan James again with the elbow. That's huge. And he's going to go for the cover. I think this is it. One. No, again. Andre Prince showing resiliency. And Dylan James getting closer here. Andre Prince has been busted open, moonsault off the top, middle rope. And here we go again, looking to fly. Walking the ropes, that's dangerous, huge elbow. And this could be it, ladies and gentlemen, the cover here. I think this is it, 2 and 3. Andre Prince suffers his first loss, and the British Commonwealth champion continues his unbeaten streak as well. And the fans going wild here tonight. Now let's go to our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Miner will take on Michael Blaze, and that match is coming up next.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, weighing in at 228 pounds, Michael Miner.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Michael Miner. And here comes one half of the XCW Tag
And his opponent,
Team Champions, Michael Blaze.
Powers of Pain from Ann Arbor, Michigan, weighing in at 242 pounds, one half of the FCW Tag Team Champions, Michael Blaze.
And Michael Blaze has held many championships here in XCW, but never the Pure Championship. So definitely, this is probably one that he might want to grab for himself. The only thing he has to do tonight is get through Michael Miner. And then it'll come down to, ladies and gentlemen, the winner between Adam Malcolm and Tyler Ace. And the two winners will compete at Blurring the Borderlines for the XCW Pure Championship on the line. And here we go. We're going to start things off. Chrissy Edwards, our ref, calling for the bell. What a drop kick, high intensity by Michael Blaze to start things off. And Michael Miner matching that. What a European uppercut on the former XCW champion. Michael Blaze has been XCW champion, to my knowledge, about 8 times, ladies and gentlemen. I would have to check the history books for that one, but I think that's pretty close to it. And a stomp by Michael Blaze. Another one. Michael Miner and Michael Blaze, they match up pretty well pound for pound. And takedown again by Blaze. He's a highly decorated member of Forged in Pain who's held the Intercontinental Championship, the XCW Championship, the Tag Team Championship on 4 or 5 different occasions with multiple partners, this time with Devil Dog, another XCW legend. Also, he's held the championship with Dre Havoc, another former member of Forged in Pain who's no longer in contract in XCW, but we remember him well. Cover here, hooks the leg. Is it enough? 1, 2, and a near fall. Michael Miner taking it to Michael Blaze right now. The stomp there by Miner. Off the ropes, what a knee. Michael Blaze. Michael Blaze hasn't held a singles championship in nearly a year and a half. Off the ropes, Michael Blaze gets a stomp. And the ever flamboyant Michael Blaze with a huge kick to the back. Rocking the Michigan Wolverines colors. Huge neck breaker off the ropes. The cover here hooks the legs. 1, 2, and no, a near fall. To welcome CSWA, and it cover, and Michael Miner is going to advance.
Here is your winner,
So Michael Blaze does not pick up the win here tonight. Michael Miner is within striking range of becoming the next XCW Pure Champion. And we're going to go to our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Our championship match of the night, the Women's Canadian Championship, is on the line. Tiffany Taylor will take on Charlotte. And Tiffany Taylor felt that after the golden ticket, she was robbed.
And is for the XCW Women's Northern Championship.
And here comes Tiffany Taylor. She's going to take on Charlotte for the championship. I'd like to welcome all our viewers. And here comes Charlotte, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor already in the ring. Charlotte looking down at her opponent. And Charlotte doesn't back down from a fight we've seen.
Introducing the challenger from Manhattan, New York, the Grim Reaper, Tiffany Taylor. And her opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, the FCW Women's Northern Champion, Charlotte.
And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. And Tiffany Taylor out quickly. Charlotte now with a German suplex. Taylor, collar and elbow tie-up. His knees are vicious, straight to the soul. The sternum of Tiffany Taylor. Clothesline, a second one. Goes for the third, nobody home, turns around, hits her with a drop kick. And Charlotte off to an explosive start. Now looking to fly. Off the top rope, nope. Changed her mind, got off. Dragging Taylor, of course, to the ropes. Using the ropes as leverage to push her back and forth. And whack her in the back in the process. Elbow to the head. And now she's pulling Taylor and whipping her down. Going for the cover here, excuse me. And Charlotte going to the top ropes. Nobody home. And Tiffany Taylor looking to try to get an advantage here. A leg drop off the ropes. As this match continues, stomping on Charlotte. Oh, what a kick to the head. Tiffany Taylor really going to the arm. Another kick to the head again now by Tiffany Taylor. Slowing down the match, hits her with a clothesline. The second one off the ropes. This time catches her and sweeps her down. Goes for the cover here, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a near fall. Tiffany Taylor having better success here than Brittany Taylor has in her quest to become champion. Uh-oh. Oh, what a kick to the head. That was vicious, and Charlotte now kicks out. Kick to the midsection. Looking for a pump handle. Going for the cover? Nope. Decides against it. Guess she's not ready yet to finish the match. She's dragging Tiffany Taylor dead center, more or less. Then changes her intention. Reverse cloverleaf here being applied on Tiffany Taylor. And that is not going to resolve things. But I'm sure it wore down the legs of Tiffany Taylor, and now mounted punching by Charlotte. Charlotte definitely showing the aggressive streak. Goes for the cover. Slamming her head now into the mat. Thank you, Wrestling Internet Network. Nice to see you here. Charlotte stomping away. Again, looking for that pump handle, and this time Tiffany Taylor is able to get out. Tiffany Taylor goes for the kick, nobody home. Now she lands it. And Charlotte looks stunned. Falling to the ropes to leverage herself to her feet. Collar and elbow tie up. Now she's using the arm. Tiffany Taylor, a huge knee to the head. Goes up top. Drops the elbow. The cover, hooks the leg. Is it enough for the win? 2. We have a new champion. Tiffany Taylor has done it.
Here is your winner, and new FCW Women's Northern Champion,
Tiffany Taylor has secured herself some gold here in XCW. The second woman in XCW history to hold this championship. And we're going to go on to our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Ace will take on Adam Malcolm, and that match is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Seoul, South Korea, weighing in at 165 pounds, Tyler Ace!
Here comes Tyler Ace, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent, representing the club, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 230 pounds, Adam Malcolm!
And Adam Malcolm would like to be the one to win the XCW Pure Champion. He's going to take on his longtime partner, Trash Pandas. And here we go out of the corner. Malcolm taking Tyler off his feet. Neck breaker by Adam Malcolm. Adam Malcolm showing a much more vicious streak here. And now finally Tyler Ace with a dragon screw, and now a head scissors takedown. Sorry about that. Got stuck there for a second. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip now. Neck breaker. And Tyler Ace matching his former partner, the leader of Canadian Club. Again goes to the well. And a DDT. Tyler Ace with some explosive offense here tonight. A kick. Irish whip now. Dives underneath. Adam Malcolm replies of a kick of his own. Goes for the elbow. Nobody home. Basement drop kick by Tyler Ace. As this match continues. Going up. Snap suplex. Up on the back. And a reverse TKO cover here. Is it enough? No, not even a one. And he by Adam Malcolm. Adam Malcolm in a little bit of trouble here, as per se. As this match continues. Off the ropes. And again, they start. Kick to the back by Tyler Ace. Adam Malcolm with a diving body press. Sends him flying. Tyler Ace doesn't want to get counted out. Referee Chrissy Edwards at a 6. What a move. Off the ropes. And Adam Malcolm with the win. So, ladies and gentlemen, at Blurring the Borderlines, Adam Malcolm will represent Canadian Club in the pursuit of getting the Pure Championship. Now, let's fast forward this a little bit, because the Tag Team Championships are also going to be on the line, and his Canadian Club compatriots, Travis and Isaac Bruiser, they're going to be up for the Tag Team Championships. So, Canadian Club is definitely looking in a position where they can walk out of Blurring the Borderlines holding significant gold. But the question is, can Isaac and Travis work to beat And up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our main event. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Main event, the first ever sanatorium match inside this Hell in a Cell structure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, each one of these gentlemen at one time or another have held an XCW championship. Alan Brooks has held the CWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which is now being held by Brad King and waiting to be defended at Blurring the Borderlines, where he'll face William Grimm. William Grimm from London in the Newcastle Fight Club. He's definitely one of those wrestlers that you're going to have to pay attention to. Also, Mike James is in this match. Mike James is a four-time former XCW champion holder. All four have been the XCW championship. And now, of course, now Ian King is involved. Now, Ian has won 12 championships in his career. Most of them have been the XCW championship, but he's also won the CWGP World Heavyweight Championship as well. If he wins if he wins the title this time around, he will be unlucky number 13.
And from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 248 pounds, the Urban Gladiator,
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ian King in the ring for the first time in over a year. And let's get to the action. Mike James focusing in on Alan Brooks. I think both these men are going to definitely focus their attention on Brooks, as Alan Brooks has been very, very unrelenting on the social media feeds. Ian King with a huge clothesline. And the thing about Ian King is, it seems to be the innovator of matches. This guy has been in more matches that are first times than anyone in history. He's in the first sanatorium match, the first pain for pleasure match, the first ever asylum match. I mean, this guy has been part of many different firsts, and he holds the record. Alan Brooks now with a power bomb on James. Ian King with an elbow to the back. Looking for a tree of woe here. Setting up Alan Brooks, and now going to focus his no. Ian King looking high risk. I don't think I've ever seen Ian King do this coast to coast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God! A huge kick to the temple of Alan Brooks. Mike James with a snap suplex of his own, Irish whips Ian King and sends him out of the ring. And now Alan Brooks focusing on Mike James. And a kick there. Irish whip. Drop kick by Alan Brooks. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the objective of this match is to knock out your opponent. The first person to score a knockout is the winner. On either one, goes for the super kick. That's caught by King. And Ian King now, collar and elbow. Oh, turns it into a jawbreaker. Oh, he telegraphed that, and Ian King's been busted open. European uppercut by Mike James as Ian King retreats back into the ring. And Alan Brooks and Mike James on the outside, a huge super kick. Sends Mike James straight into the structure. Not careful. Ian King just caught a super kick to the back of the head by Alan Brooks. Goes for a punch. That was deflected. Trading blows here, all three of these individuals. Alan Brooks gets sent with an Irish whip. And now Ian King focusing his attention on Mike James. Mike James just gets hit with a huge super kick. And Ian King now, after sending Mike for a little run. And Ian King going to the submission hold. This is an interesting... It's out of it. Alan Blaze does. Collar and elbow tie-up. Head first into the turnbuckle. Scoop slam by Alan Brooks. Alan Brooks looking to go up top. Nope. Middle rope. And Mike James. What a maneuver there by James. And Ian King's going to roll out. What sucks about this, ladies and gentlemen, you could lose this match without even being involved in the equation. Meaning, Mike James could knock out Alan Brooks or vice versa, and Ian King would be screwed. And the same thing goes for any of them. Collar and elbow tie-up. James sending Ian King over. Ian King on the apron. Precarious position for both these men. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip sent him to the turnbuckle. Catches it. Ian King has Alan Brooks on his shoulder. The modified Devastator. Ian King going for the T-virus. Ian King could have scored the win there. That probably would have knocked out Mike James. Alan Brooks doesn't look very good. Now Mike James has Ian King in a submission hold, and Ian King is battling out. Snap suplex by Ian King. Alan Brooks now. Again. Kick to the midsection. Oh, Alan Brooks has been knocked out, and Ian King is your winner.
Here is your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a knockout blow by Ian King with that package power bomb. And Ian King will go on to Blurring the Borderlines to face Wade Barton for the briefcase. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this does not change the fact that now next week Alan Brooks will be in a #1 contenders match so that he could face the champion at Blurring the Borderline. So he may have just negated next week. He may negate this whole briefcase thing to get to Larry Walker before anyone decides what they're going to do with this briefcase. That's it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ian King, your huge winner tonight. And we're going to see you next week. This is Josh Tyler signing off. Be good to yourselves and each other. Good night.